Hi guys, today we are going to discuss about these two 12 topics in code format. I will discuss about the code also. Let's go to the session. So today we are going to discuss about mean, median, mode, variance, standard deviation, correlation, normal distribution. What are the features of normal distribution? What is skewed kurtosis and what is the effect, QQ plot and box plot. These are the basics for descriptive statistics. Because we need, whenever we are analyzing data, we need to check on each and every aspect of this data. For let's go for mean. As you already know, what do we mean by mean? Sum of values by total number of values. This is known as mean. So first of all, we are importing two libraries. The two libraries are NumPy, Pandas. Okay, we have imported these two libraries. And by using Pandas library, we have read the data file. After reading the data file, I have shown the first three rows of the data, entire data. So head, df dot head, the head of the data. When we see the head of the data, you can observe that monthly income, monthly expenses, number of members in the family, rent, annual income, highest qualified member, and number of entries. By seeing this, we can determine that this is the data of a job person whose annual incomes as well as expenses. The entire data is about a job person. So first of all, we are calculating about the monthly income. So this is the dot value function. So these dot value function will help us to determine what are the all types of values. In such, let's see. In income, monthly income, these are the all types of values. There may be repetition is possible. So the data, so for example, monthly income, you got 5,000 and same another employee also got 5,000. So it only determines the values. What are the total values? So we need to determine the mean of the value. So in data science or in this mean, while calculating mean, there are different methods. Every person will use different method to calculate mean. Here, in this first method, we are using NumPy. By using NumPy, we are calculating the mean. So, yeah, see mean. So NumPy. In NumPy, there is a function called mean, which help us to determine the mean of the given function. So we have already imported the NumPy as NP, and we are using mean function, and we are using the column income column. So for income column, we need the what we need mean. So I stated here. So for income column, I need mean value. So, and I also try to print the mean values. So the mean value is 41,558. On an average, in our data set, 41,558 is a mean value. So secondly, we are using statics. Statics is a part of a library which will help us to determine all the descriptive statics. So see, in statics also, it will help to determine the mean. See, first of all, we created a function, and by using for that function, we have given an mean function. So see, we have imported statics. For that statics, we are defining mean. So mean for which column? Income column. So I have given the income column. So I have calculated. See, whenever I calculated 41,550. So I got the same answer. So there are different ways. There are different approaches. Each and every data scientist will use different approaches to solve the data or to analyze the data. Some of the data analysts and data scientists will use Microsoft Excel for all analysis. and some they will use Power BI, Microsoft Power BI. Some they will use only tables for calculation. So here we are calculating the mean without using the library. Just so what do you mean by mean? Sum of observations by number of observations. So first of all, we define a function with mean, and we define a return function with a by b. So a and b are the variables the mean, and a by b is the our output. So what do you mean by mean? Sum of observations by number of observations. So I am using for loop to print this for I in range of n. So the values in range up to 0 to n, and sum equals to sum plus df. Df is nothing but our data set, and this is our column, as well as this is the I, sum of the observation. So I am calculating all the observations, and after that I am printing the function. By using print function, I am printing the mean value. So here we can see that mean of sum of n. This will help us to print the value. So there are different ways by calculating the mean. First, then go for median. As I already stated you, what is the median? Median is nothing but our central value. This is the central value. For odd numbers, we will calculate n plus 1 by 2. For even numbers, this is the method we will calculate the median. Let us take an example. We have an observations of 5. So whenever we calculating median, what is the first initial step we want to do is arranging our observation. So I have arranged these observations. After arranging the observations, the middle value is known as mean. You can know. So count the observations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 is nothing but an odd number. So n plus 1 by 2. So 5 plus 1, 6 by 2 equals to 3. The third element is the median. It's just an example. I'm determining what is a median, how we will calculate. So by using libraries, how to calculate median. So as well as this is our data set. So by using the NumPy, we already imported the NumPy. See np dot median, and in bracket I have stated the med. The med is nothing but the column. Here see column income column is known as med. So I have calculated the median. So the median is 35,000. After that, by using statistics library, see as we imported the statistics library previously. So statistics.median. Yes.
Bro, one doubt, single doubt. So here there is no code for median on mean. Just if you keep median, then directly it's gonna find the median. And for the mean also, we are gonna keep np dot mean of something. Then we are gonna get the mean of that term. So there is no requirement of coding or doing something like C program will be doing like sum divided by n terms. That will be mean. So in Python, it is mean in a simple manner.
Sarath, I will explain your doubt, Sarath. Sarath, the package na, it's a collection of all type of codes. Means if you go and see inside the package na, they are in that they will define what is median, what is mean. Means there will be a code we are calling here.
Just we are calling that functions by using this NumPy library and statistics library. Because in this latest technology, we want to reduce our work. So many data scientists and many developers are creating these type of libraries, which will help us to do our work faster. So why I am stating, so how do they build this median mode? By using this without library, they will use only Python. They will use Python and they will build this library, and they will convert this as a package. Okay.
Okay,
so,
understood.
Let's go for mode. So mode is nothing but repeated value. So when we take the observation in the data, it is arranged, and when we see the repeated value, 67 is the repeated value. So let's go for this is our data set. We have stated, I have stated only 2 columns. After that, statics library. By using the statics library, I am going to find out the mode. So I have found out the mode. What is the mode of graduate? So the mode value is graduate. So for which I am going to, it means here for the column highest qualified number in a family. For this column, I am going to identify the most repeated word. So the most repeated word is graduate. So in our data set, the most repeated or the most persons are graduates only who got their job. So without using library function,
Bro,
just take,
but we have not declared MD is equals to that one, no, bro. MD is equals highest qualified member.
yeah,
Okay, sorry,
highest
sorry,
qualified
sorry.
numbers. Be careful. So variance. Let's go for variance. What do you mean by variance? It's nothing but square of the average distance between each quantity and the mean. Let's go for formula. Let us observe x elements. X equal to x1, x2, x3, x4. There are more number of samples. And mu is the, what do you mean by mu? It's mean value. So by what are the observations are there? We are subtracting the mean value from them and we are squaring. After squaring, we are going to define the variance. So what is the, if you have high variance, the high variance in our data, which will help us to determine it is what is the point, it is far away from the mean or average. If we have low variance, it determines the data or the values are nearer to the mean or average. So how we will calculate the variance? So as usual, we have imported both NumPy and stats library, and here we are using the monthly income. So for monthly income, we have stored in where function, or we define a small function. After that, np dot variance. In NumPy library, this is the simple command which help us to determine. When we go for statistics library, see the command is changed from stat dot p variance, and we have given our the column which is determined in the where. So by using that, we have determined the variance. You just take a look. This is the background process which is going on for both NumPy and stats library. Let's go for standard deviation. Very simple thing is standard deviation is square root of variance. Whenever we square root the variance, it is defined as a standard deviation. So if you want to calculate the standard deviation, we just need to square root the variance. Let's go for small code part. As usual, NumPy and stats we have imported, and in NumPy there is a predefined standard deviation variable std. So we use that std to determine the our highly expenses of the data, and we have printed the value. So the value is, you can see here, as well as in stats data. This is the stats data. So we have used the statics library to determine or to find out the standard deviation of the given row or given column. So PST dev. This is the keyword which helps to find out the standard deviation by using statics library. So this is the code without this is the background code of the standard deviation. You just take a look. You can easily understand.
Okay, bro.
Correlation. So what do you mean by correlation? How many types of correlation? This is a very, very important thing in our data science. For every data set, we are going to calculate the correlation. Correlation is, what do you mean by correlation? You have every data has 2 dimensions. such as X and Y. So X axis and Y axis, or X variable or Y variable. So we want to define the relationship between two variables. So for suppose, if you are studying PG, you got a job, your salary is for starting salary is 50 to 70K. If you completed UG, your salary is 20 to 30K. So there is a relationship between your education and your salary. Let us assume the education as X variable and salary as a Y variable. So we want to correlating the data. So by using the correlation, we can determine the data easily and we will find the linear relationship. So for one person, we can determine easily. For more than one employee, we need to know how the salary for all the employees. So we will use scatter plot to represent that data. So all correlation values are predefined, are taken between -1 to 1. So the correlation will determines or will convert the data into -1 to 1 to understand easily. If the data having -1, it is known as perfectly negative correlation. So the variable tend to move in opposite direction. If there is value is 0, then it is known as the variable do not have any relationship with each other. So X and Y variable do not have variable to each other. So if X and Y variable have negative correlation, it means they are moving opposite direction. If an X and Y variables have positive correlation, means they are closing or they are moving in same direction. This determines the correlation. So this is the mathematical formula how the correlation will going to work. So this is sigma of xi minus x bar by yi minus y bar. So xi is nothing but a sample and x bar is the mean value. There are different types of mean value. There are different types of correlations also there. Depends upon our usage. There is a predefined correlation, that is Pearson correlation. This correlation is also known as Pearson correlation. There are another more correlations. I will state you in the next class. So very simple and very simple command, df.corrr. This is the simple command to find the correlation of the data. See, when we find the correlation, we got this correlation. So when we see the monthly income, we have positive correlation. When we compare this monthly income with respect to expenses, it is 0.64. It means it has a 50% of relationship between the income versus expenses. So if you want to correlate only for two columns such as income versus annual income, so we can see this. This is the output. We will use the NumPy to correlate the data. So I have calculated the correlation. So I want to plot the data. So by plotting only, I will know whether the linearity is there or not in the. So I have plotted by using the scatter. So when I plotted, X defines the monthly income and Y defines the annual income. When we see this, it is increasing rapidly in a linear manner. It means monthly income has a stability in order while increasing. So we can determine by using this library, or we can by using the correlation formula, no, sigma of xi minus x bar yi minus y bar by square root of x minus x bar whole square plus y minus y bar whole square. So this is the entire mathematical way how we determine the correlation. So let's go for normal distribution. So what is the use of all distributions in this statistical analysis? You know, the probability is the major thing in the descriptive statistics. You will find different types of distributions in there. Normal distribution. So what is the use of normal distribution? So normal distribution, that is symmetric about mean, showing the data nearer the mean and most frequency occurring in the data. So let's take a picture. Look in the picture. This is the normal distribution. So the normal distribution is in the shape of a curved bell. So this is the normal distribution. You will tell what is the uses of normal distribution. In normal distribution, the center 150 is the mean value. Okay, so we can add the mean median mode in the normal distribution, which will help us to determine the data easily. So you want to remind your mathematics and you want to know what are the normal distributions and what are all the things. I will tell you the code part. So this is our data. So for plotting, we have used the matplotlib as well as Seaborn. These are the major two libraries which you want to learn. There are different libraries for plotting, but these are the two best libraries for plotting. So by using the NumPy, I am going to calculate the random dot normal distribution for the column monthly income. So I am going to use the column monthly income and I am going to randomly select the data from the monthly income. So for let us assume monthly income have 50 rows in a column, 50 rows having. So I don't want to take all the 50. I will take randomly and I will calculate the dist plot. What the Seaborn library have different types of plots, which helps for normal distribution. We will use the dist plot. This is the command for the dist plot. So I have stated and I have plotted this normal distribution. After that, I want to add the normal distribution mean. What is the mean? So normal distribution dot mean. So after that normal distribution, I want to determine the standard deviation, because I have not taken the entire data set. I have only taken the some of the random examples from the data set, because for every data set, we are not going to calculate whole data set, because every data has unique size. For example, this data set has 1 lakh columns. Some data set have 14 lakhs of columns. You can't determine entire data. By using samples only, you can determine. If the sample has this variance, then you can calculate for the entire variance. So I printed the mean and I printed the standard deviation for our data. So let's see, directly we will go the graph. So this is the graph which is plotted by using the normal distribution, in which you can see here mean. Mean is plotted in orange color. This is the entire mean of the data. So the orange color indicates the mean, and mean plus standard deviation. So I want to calculate the mean plus standard deviation. What is the, so by using this command mean plus standard deviation, we already stated mean. Mean is nothing but mu underscore normal, and I have added from 1 plus sigma normal. What is sigma normal? Sigma normal is nothing but standard deviation. Why I need to calculate these things? Because whenever we have a clear idea in the data set, we can easily assume what is there in the data. So that's why we have calculated one standard deviation by adding, by subtracting, as this. Let's go for skewness. What do you mean by skewness? Skewness is the measure of symmetry of a distribution. What do you mean by distribution? See, this is a distribution. Okay, this is a distribution plot. Nothing but a dist plot. We are going to find the skewness. What is the skewness? There are two types of skewness. See, there are positively skewed and negatively skewed distribution. If the data has, see, the mean, median, and mode, it is left side cornered, then it is called as positively skewed data. If the data is right skewed, it means the mode, median, and mean. It is known as negatively skewness. So why do we define this skewness? So for normal distribution, if we determine the skewness, it is helpful to understand the data easily. So for this purpose, we are going to use this skewness. There are two, positively skewed data and negatively skewed data. You can see the positively skewed data is also known as right side. The negatively skewed data is also known as left side of the distribution. So what is the effect of mean, median, and mode due to the skewness? So there is a distribution. If the data is skewed to the left, then the mean is less than the median. So left, see here, the mean. This is the mean. The mean is less than the median. So this data is skewed left. So the mean is less than the mode. This is known as negatively skewed distribution. So for negatively skewed distribution, this is how the mean, median, mode are there. For positively skewed distribution, the mode less than, median less than, mean. This is the way how it is. So next to go for QQ plot. QQ plot is also known as quantile plot. What is this a plot? It is a graphical tool which help us to assess or publish the data in normal distribution in a linear manner. Simply, you see this diagram. So we are plotting the data. By plotting, we are also providing a linear regression or a linear line. Y equal to mx plus c. This is a linear line. It normally distributed, all the points should lie in the 45-degree angle. So why we are using the normal distribution and why we are using this line? We want to know how the data is linearly integrated with respect to the x and y axis. For this purpose, this quantile plot is being used. It checks the normality of the data. What do you mean by normal distribution? So how much the data is relevant to the normal. So for suppose this is the x-axis, this is the y equal to mx plus c line. When we see the data, there is a small fluctuations are there. Only some points are attaching to the data. So this is the main reason we are determining this QQ plot. Okay. So next, Box-Cox plot. So what is a Box-Cox plot? It's nothing but a transformation. For example, in Box-Cox transformation, a non-normal dependent variables into a normal shape. So there are several things such as we have defined a data in a QQ plot. So normality is an important assumption for statistical techniques. So simply we can state that if there is an error in the data, sir, if the data has not in a good conditions or not in an it means it does not have any perfect order. So by applying Box-Cox, you are able to run a broader number of tests. So nothing but probability. You are doing probability with the data. So here stats.prob. So we are using the probability function to determine these things. And there are more distributions such as Pareto distribution, log normal distribution, exponential distribution. Because whenever we defining the data, there are different things we need to consider. This is the best basics of the statistics.